Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Harrison here, and today we just have some of my first games against Kewl Tune post Blazing Dominion. So this is just like going through some games of Dragon League and just talking about like my theory about how I'm playing the deck and what's going on. So yeah, I just want to do that. I'll probably do more like replays later on as I get to play a bit more, but this was the first one I did. So I lose a Gyro here, and my hand is pretty good. Like I've got like Magmoot Ash and like Loader, Diabell Star Launch. Like I just have three crazy starters. And this guy's hand is not very good against Rico. And he has like double Charmy, which I don't think you should play in Charmies in this deck. Which is part of the reason why I think it's possible to play a Songs build of this deck and possibly cut Ash for Forbidden Crown. But in this deck I'm not playing the Songs version right now because I want to try out some other hand traps into this deck. But I don't think Fu is very good in this deck right now. And I think Magmoot in theory is meant to be pretty good just because you can like enter battle phase, summon a mag, and just kill their guys, which is pretty good, and search follow up. It's pretty nice right now. But yeah, he's just going to normal summon a Rico. So always hand trapping that card. Because we want them to. We don't want to get like to like another like name. Like the name we don't want to have is the new one, the one that looks at your hand and adds a spell and trap. That card's like really strong because it enables a synchro 4, which is good. So you want to try and put him off making the synchro 4, which is a searcher. Because here he's got like 2/3, so he has to make this guy, which is basically a vanilla. Like he'll bash this to be an MST, which is kind of annoying to Diabell style, but it's pretty easy to push, which you'll see. So end phase with a mag, of course, summon, then mag search, he ashes it, which I don't think he should. And yeah, we got like this normal loader. And he's just start playing into it. Diabell start pitch abs, pretty powerful. Add Tracer, then activate Deception, he doesn't pop it. So here we just like, we know he's waiting to pop it later on, so add Resolves, link into Breach Borrow, add Borrow Regen, activate Regenerator, bring back Loader, then make Striker, add Boot, and then here I make the Link 4 Striker, the Spectra, because now he can't use this to interact with Deception, so I can always just like force my cards through. And I believe the destruction is optional, which I didn't realize at the time, because I think like if he's not hand tracking me, I should realize it's Charmies in hand. So then I can, because I know that's not gonna be cool to cards, so it has to be non-engine. So I don't think using the effect to destroy is good here. But here I can just like keep it here, Deception, then I can bash a quick launch from hand, which is pretty sick. So destroying that was a mistake, because now I'm open to the Charmies. It doesn't end up punishing me here, thankfully, because I can just like go for game safely. Then I activate, summon, then Souls, then Soul Send Boot, draw a quick launch with them goaded. So you chain one chain two quick launch. So I summoned the loader off so loader should be summoned off quick launch is what we address later. And detonator summoned off Tracer, because then I have enough damage to push for the game. And you can't do anything. So we go into game two. So game two my hand is also very crazy. So I've got like I got hand. And this Retsi is like insane to this deck. Just because they've got Synchro Overtake, but also the Kewl Tune Synchro, and these are graveyard effects. So here I just let him hand trap it, then he needs a spell extender usually, so then I can hit him with Retsi. And his deck kind of just does nothing now. Like he still sets up some things, but it's a lot more limited, which is pretty cool. Because he can summon Kewl, then summon Harmonia. Because this one's any tuner, right? Yeah, any tuner, which is crazy. I didn't realize like back to back, like you can add from Oh, you can't even make back to back here. We didn't realize that. We didn't catch that. That's fine. But like back to back is like really strong just because like you can target one tuner in your graveyard or banishment and add it to your hand, especially which is crazy. So even under Red Sea gives you some plays. But obviously, like you shouldn't be able to make back to back here because it requires a Synchro Monster. Again, this is my first game against the deck. But like the Red Sea is very strong. And I read this the first time, I think, oh, it's just like once. So I can just impulse later. But I've got to start quick launch. Quick launch I'd rather. Just gonna add back Harmonia. But I think since I didn't realize this is like no one's turn, I should be holding Impulse for a Harmonia in hand. Then we'll link, add Striker, then this will change to add back, yeah. Which is a bit annoying. But I'm gonna go for SP here to like get rid of my guy. And then he says he can make that, but I don't see how he's able to do that actually. Judgment's it. which is a bit annoying. But we still got Deal Star Black Witch, which means we can just push through, because we just like apply cards. Those things don't really do anything here. Then here I can make demod at souls. But I'm gonna activate Magnum here. And Magnum Search. I don't understand why it's harmonying here. He just doesn't need to. Because it's not going on Dark Dragon, but like, because he does that, like, I just know his whole hand. I can pop that. So this guy's got 2 guys in field to make breach add. But I get to establish Borderland through the board even if I don't kill him, but he's on 4k, so he's just dead. Yeah, we're just doing like more just get used to the deck. And here my hand is like not that great. I'm like, this is probably fine. Because I can just double full res. And then he just has to like, he's gonna do this. Yeah, we're just talking about the lines. We realize like he shouldn't be doing that. He should just be summoning out a rotary. But he does this. I get my imperm. I draw 2, so I finally got to play now. And you can see my hand because of rotary, which is really annoying. So now he knows he can't use it. Like, even if it's double synchro, I have like 2 checks for synchros, which is pretty powerful. But you'll see the issue is I have 2 lines of play, which is pretty good normally. However, so I quick launch immediately, but he like reports out, which is strong, and I can't use any more of it, which is like really good. So all my spell extenders are dead. So I think this card's potentially just like book card. I forgot about it. I activate Synchro, I chain the first Red Sea. I chain the Impulse. So now like this is on field, and if he synchro summons, it doesn't really do anything. But because he makes he can make Zawin here. And then my normal summon Rokket Loader, he chains Harmonia, and then he gets to like negate destroy this. Then pop this, so I just can't push. Then this is like 1 game, me going first. I first think he has 1 hand trap, yeah, he just has an Ogre. Hey, my hand is like, ugh. It's like Ogre's my boot. But I like normal summon, special, then make breach, and I just get to do everything. So first side I'm playing Silver Rokket into the deck just because I can check for their Borderlands outs. Because obviously he has 2 super play targets, like Mud Dragon and Guru. I'm just like adjusting my board so I don't play into it. But I do this, summon out, and just repeating that back to back. Then pop, summon. So in this combo, I realize I can't get to the Asmina cards through the Ogre. However, if I play Caliber, I realize I'm able to make Third Enlightenment Paladin and then do Asmina Bridge. So I think that like here I search Recharger, then my router doesn't really have a good search target. If I'm able to search Caliber, I can then link into like I could have router searched what's his face? I could have router searched Caliber, then brought back a level 4 Borderlands, special Caliber, link 4, then pop it with Trizborrel, and get into the Asmina cards. But yeah, here we just like realize he has like no alpha like Borderland. Like that's the thing with this deck, it cannot be Borderland. So as long as they just like they're gonna try and stop you early, but you can just usually just push through and it's fine. So that's why I think like this matchup is probably pretty good. Like, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. But I think this side deck needs adjusting as well. Like, definitely needs to be. I think after that game, Caliber probably needs to be enough. And then I'm also only playing 2 Tracer to keep it 40, but if you want to go to 43, add a 3rd Tracer and like some additional hand traps to reduce drawing these bricks. Because like drawing this was like kind of annoying. I'd rather it be traced from a game which I lost. But yeah, overall I think the deck is pretty solid. Also maybe Crossroads. Like I think this IP is like the flex spot, and maybe Dragoon is the flex spot. Like these 2 cards I'm very unsure on, and we can like figure them out later. Like I think it might be an argument for the second Borderland. And also Spectra is like kind of, it's like okay, because I just don't want to like, I think Delindrus is really bad. It requires, if you make Dill, then you go into Breach, it feels like you're using too many resources. But I need to test the deck a bit more into Harmonia, because I think if you do make Delindrus, then you summon Breach after Delindrus and you get Harmonia on that, you can then like activate the Borrow spell, regen, bring back a guy, then trigger Delindrus, make the Link 3 and keep playing. So that's why like there's probably a reason to play Delindrus because of that, but we'll see. Like extra deck is just very tight, it's just figuring out what do you want to make a concession on. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll try and do more gameplay vids soon, and yeah.